I am so excited, you guys. I am so excited. Can you tell? Can you? Can you tell? Okay, full disclaimer, there's a massive thunderstorm going on outside. I don't know what to say about it. If you hear thunder, that's what it is. It's thunder. It's not me. Okay. Hi. Intro first, please. Hi. Welcome back to another episode of What the Smut Book Reviews. My name is Candace, and I am your super aggro host. In today's video, I'm super hyped because I am going to be introducing to you guys what I am going to call a new series. Thunder, can you fuck off? A new series for this channel, and it's going to be I'm going to call it the Page to Screen series. So if you've seen any of my previous videos, if you've scrolled through my list of shit that's currently available, you will notice that I have done a couple of reviews for books that were made into films, or books that were made into TV series, or whatever the case may be. So I have decided that I'm going to make that an official subgenre of What the Smut Book Reviews. So we're going to call them the From Page to Screen series, and it is going to focus on not necessarily ridiculously smutty books like 50 Shades that got translated from books to movies, but anything that I would consider to be a romance novel or a love story that was then translated to a movie or a TV series or a Netflix series or whatever. If you're not in line with this, I totally understand. I get it. It wasn't the original focus of this channel. So if you want to tune out, I totally understand. Hopefully, if you're a repeat viewer, you'll have gotten so immersed in my personality that at this point, you're just willing to listen to whatever bullshit I put out. So I'm banking on that. And if that's true, and that's you, thank you. Let me look at the camera instead of looking at myself. Thank you. I really appreciate you. So in today's video, we are going to be focusing on the book to screen adaptation of the movie and book, Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I know what you're going to say, Candace, this is not smutty. It is not overtly sexual in any way. I know. But what is the essence? Like, yes, okay, we all love the kinkery, the kinky fuckery, the smuttiness, the sex, the raunchness. I know. But at the heart of all of those books that we've read and that we enjoyed, that were full of that stuff, there's a love story. So really, the heart of all these books is romance. It's about romance. And this book has plenty of romance, and this movie had plenty of romance. This is one of my favorite supernaturally type movies. Does that make sense? Movies that were based on some kind of novel. Like, we know, like, if you like romantic comedies or romance movies in general, you will have probably seen a romance movie that was based on a Nicholas Sparks novel, and we will do some of those on this series. But for this one, we are going to do the, I believe it was, the novel itself was released in 1997, or written in 1997. The movie was not adapted to the major screen until 2007, which again, if you think about it, 2007, and it's 2020. Insert panic attack. So the book itself is 368 pages. You can currently get it for your Kindle and Nook for the price of $7.99. You can get the mass market paperback novel for $9.39 on Amazon, brand new. You can get the hardcover for $21.73. That's an odd number. And what the fuck with the thunder? I didn't even know it was supposed to rain today. That just goes to show. Okay. And you can get it used on eBay for around $6 with free shipping. So, like I said, the novel that was originally released in 1997 was written by an author by the name of Neil Gaiman. If you are a connoisseur of graphic novels, you will definitely have heard of him. He had his toe in a lot of comic book related stuff, graphic novel related stuff, and he's written numerous full-length novels and things like that that deal with like supernatural, paranormally type things, right? So this movie was released in 2007. It starred Charlie Cox and Claire Danes. Charlie Cox, you will probably know if you're up to date on your comic book stuff. He played Daredevil in the Netflix original series Daredevil. And of course, everyone knows Claire Danes from mainly, I think the first thing I think about anyway is Romeo and Juliet, which again, which we may review at some point because that was a play or a novel type situation written by Shakespeare that was then adapted to a movie. And not just a singular movie, but it's been adapted many, many times. This one, as far as I know, has only been adapted one time for the silver screen. And yeah, so Claire Danes, she also starred in, I think, what was that show? It was like a show on HBO or something. I think it was called Homeland. Maybe you know her from that. But the basic premise, which I will read you guys like the little snippet that I stole from Wikipedia. Hopefully nothing is inaccurate because I'll know because I've seen the movie about 100 times. So the snippet says that the film, and for the most part the book as well, follows Tristan, a young man from the fictional town of Wall in Great Britain. Wall is a town on the border of the magical fantasy kingdom of Stormhold. So Tristan enters the magical world to collect a fallen star to give to his beloved Victoria in return for her hand in marriage. He collects the star, who to his surprise is a woman named Yvain. Witches and the princes of Stormhold are also hunting for Yvain. Meanwhile, Tristan tries to get her back to Wall with him before Victoria's birthday, the deadline of her offer. That gives kind of a general little synopsis of what the book and the movie are about. So essentially you have the two main characters, Tristan Thorne, and Yvain, no last name? She's a star. She's a fucking star. She probably doesn't have a last name. So in this universe, there are two towns, or kingdoms, if you will. You have our current present reality of Great Britain or England and the small village of Wall. And then on the other side of a wall that separates the two, you have the Kingdom of Stormhold. So the Kingdom of Stormhold is essentially hidden from plain sight. It is a mystical kingdom. There's witches, there's magic, there's all kinds of good stuff, right? So you have Tristan's father who sneaks across the wall into Stormhold, where he runs across what he believes to be a slave girl who turns out later to be the princess of Stormhold. He meets her. They have a random chance encounter where they basically sleep together. And then he goes back to his beloved England, where he thinks that his adventures are over and done with. And then 9 months later, he's presented with a baby. So now he has Tristan, who is a full-grown, bordering on 18 type man. And he is infatuated with a girl in town by the name of Victoria, who, let's be honest, is kind of a bitch. and who is simultaneously being courted by another guy named Humphrey. And in the movie, Humphrey is actually played by Henry Cavill, the guy who played Superman and who now plays The Witcher. And yeah, so he's infatuated with her. He's when she's around, he just becomes like a lovesick puppy, and like he ends up losing his job over her, and he ends up he tries to take her out on a date where they're underneath the night sky, and he set up this super romantic picnic, and he spent all of his money on champagne and all these things, and they're sitting out there, and they see a shooting star. So he tells her, for your hand in marriage, I'll go get you that star and I'll bring it back. And she goes, well, I'm going to soon to be engaged to Humphrey. He's planning on asking me on my birthday, which is a week from now. And I'll give you 1 week to prove your devotion and love to me by going and getting that star and bringing it back. Low-key, I don't think she ever had any intention of even giving him a shot, but he does it. So he tries to get over the wall. He gets stopped from getting over the wall and bounced back by the guard of the wall. So he goes home with his, his tail between his legs, and his father basically reveals to him that, you were conceived on the other side of the wall. You were left with a note from your birth mother, and there's this candle that will get you to wherever you need to go. So he uses the Babylon candle to basically poof himself over to the other side of the wall, where he goes looking for the star. Turns out the star is not a piece of celestial rock. She's a woman. So the book and movies proceed with him trying to get her back to the wall and to Victoria to present to her the star for her birthday, so she'll marry him. Over the course of this adventure, the star is also being hunted by witches who are aiming to eat the heart of the star to regain their immortality and their youthful good looks and whatever. The main witch in the movie is played by Michelle Pfeiffer. She is like, fucking love Michelle Pfeiffer, dude. If you've ever seen Grease 2, like that's my jam. That's my jam. But so even at her age during the filming of the thing, she looks fucking spectacular. Like, gorgeous woman. The star and Tristan and Yvain are being chased across the countryside by not only the witches who want to kill Yvain and basically take in her immortality, but also by the princes of Stormhold, because the crown is up for contention. Their father has recently died, and they're picking each other off one by one because there were several brothers still alive. And the father says basically, hey, this is the ruby of Stormhold. It's the official little stone, the gem that we use. And I'm going to send it out into the universe, and only the true heir, when he gets it, will re-change the stone back from what I've now made it clear back to a red ruby. And that is how everyone will know that you are the true heir to the throne and you can be king. So they're also being chased by the princes of Stormhold, because when the amulet containing the ruby flew out into the stratosphere, it hit a star and caused it to fall, hence Yvain. So she's carrying around the necklace not knowing what it is. Tristan has no idea of his true birthright because, spoiler alert, he's an heir to the Stormhold throne as well. And yeah, so it's a lot of adventure. It's action-packed. Over the course of the book and the movie, Tristan comes to realize that he is actually in love with Yvain. He doesn't give two rat's shits about Victoria anymore. And yeah, what a cute love story, y'all. What a cute love story. I would highly recommend that you guys pick up this book. I would highly recommend that you guys watch the movie. If you're into supernatural type love stories, like I don't even know how many of those there are really out there aside from stuff that's been based on books, but if you like Michelle Pfeiffer, if you like Claire Danes, if you like Charlie Cox, like if you like it, the movie is narrated by Ian McKellen from Lord of the Rings. So it's very underrated. I feel like it didn't get much popularity or as much as it should have. But it's awesome. It's an amazing film. So I would definitely suggest that you guys go watch it. I would definitely recommend that you read the book. For the rating for the book and the movie, really, I'm going to give them like a combined 9. A solid 9. Thunder, please stop. Please stop. Stop. And yeah, so that's it. That's that on that. Go watch it. Go buy it. Yada, 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 yada. I really thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. If you like me and you like my channel, please subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the little bell so you get notifications when I upload a new video. If you would like to get sneak peeks to upcoming videos, you can join my members only Facebook group or my Instagram or Twitter. And I will link all of them in the description box below. And I will put a little banner here on the screen for you to see. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, I would really appreciate it. I would really love to hear from you guys. You can comment those down below, and I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Okay? I love you guys so much. Bye! Okay, so that gives kind of like a general little synopsis. So essentially Tristan is the son of okay, let me backtrack a little bit to give you guys an overview. So Tristan's father backtrack again. We're gonna backtrack again because I'm not explaining it right. But yeah, so she's being chased at What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You guys, don't even bother to ask me how my July to be read list went. I literally have not, I've finished 1 book of the 3 that I set myself to read in July. Granted, I didn't set it until I was like a third of the way through July, but even so, you're falling off, Candace. You're falling off. It is what it is. I'll get to it when I can. I can't. My life has been. Life is. Life. In the current climate, in the quarantines, life be cray cray. You know what I'm saying?